Okay, the Call Me Crazy show once again. I was reading a magazine the other day, and I came across this picture again of of people burning the U.S. flag all over the world. But in this case in point, it's the Iraqi people who are burning the flag, and I feel like I have to do it myself too. Some people may say it's not patriotic or whatnot, but what I gotta say, if people are saying that I'm not patriotic, patriotic is not having your own militia and carrying guns and pretending that you're like the posse from the old western and protecting what you say is your ranch land from illegal immigrants up there in Bisbee and Douglas and where are all those crazy militia fucks are at. So if they're doing that shit and running around and trying to say that they can be free to shoot any immigrant, and they're saying that's patriotic, well, I guess I'm being patriotic too by me saying this is how I feel about how people who burn the U.S. flag. Fuck them. Is it off? Okay, people, the Call Me Crazy Show, episode 81. And what you just saw earlier in front of the camera was pictures of Saddam Hussein's prisoners. And you see how what he does? He puts them, I guess, on crucifixes, I guess, or crosses. Excuse me, crosses. And he shoots them down. And this is why we're going against Iraq. Okay, I'm going to go on a long discussion on the conflict with Iraq. And here we go. Before I say anything else, I'd like to thank Public Access for making the Call Me Crazy Show possible, and I'd like to thank the editor, Marty. Okay, as we all know, the countdown has begun to the war with Iraq. So what's going to happen now, and what has been happening is that Colin Powell, the Secretary of State, tried to issue some evidence. It did issue some evidence in front of the UN Security Council, and basically he showed them pictures and maps and pictures of basically what's up in what's going on with Iraq. And it's basically what we all know is they're moving supposedly weapons of mass destruction around in chemical plants, and they're saying that they have these hidden chemical and biological warfare hidden in Iraq that the UN inspectors can't find. And Colin Powell and the US want to go over there and kick some ass and pull Saddam Hussein out of Iraq. Okay, now it gets kind of scary, people, because listen to this. Okay, say now it's mid-March 2003, I'm just saying, just for the sake of me doing the discussion. Say that mid-March, the war gets started. Boom. Yeah. The U.S. without the UN backing goes in with Britain and say, you know what, we don't care what the UN says. We think that we're more on the right, and the U.S. is going to go in there and kick some ass, and we all know they will. It's basically like they've been saying in Hollywood, it's the year of the sequels, like X-Men 2 and Terminator 3 and all that. In military terms, I guess you can call it the Gulf War 2, you know, and like, it'll be like GW2, Gulf War. But anyway, the point is that it's going to get scary because once the war actually begins, Saddam Hussein has nothing left to lose, because once the U.S. troops and planes and bombs start going in there and fucking things up, smashing buildings and whatnot, and Iraqi air defenses, Saddam Hussein is not going to have any options to continue on what he wants to do in ruling the country. So he has nothing left to lose. So he might just go all out. You know, who the fuck knows what he has? And this is where I'm going to get a little detailed. We don't know what he has in terms of how much, but we do know that he has been known to make anthrax and smallpox, and he might just have one nuclear weapon. And if he uses that against any U.S. troop, or, you know, let alone if he does send like maybe a rocket full of chemical gases to Tel Aviv in Israel. And before I say anything more about that, Israel and Iraq have a long violent relationship that bordered on some occasion very violent. Back in 81 and 82, 81, Israeli Arab call them. I'm a loss for words. I'm going to say Israeli jets went over to Iraq and bombed a nuclear reactor that they were building. So thanks to the Israelis back in 81, they bombed that and wiped that out. Jump forward to the future in 2003, and you know what the U.S. is afraid of if Saddam Hussein does send some sort of missile of a warhead that's chemical, biological, get the bomb, get anything to Israel, and they've been known to do that. Remember in Gulf War they did that. They sent those fucking Scud missiles. The U.S. is afraid that Israel won't step down this time. Back then, Bush Senior administration was able to talk down the Israeli people and tell them, hey, don't retaliate. And the U.S. thinks that they might not have the power this time around. And here's the scary part, people. Sharon, Ariel Sharon, he's the Prime Minister of Israel. He's not a very patient man. In fact, he's an impatient man, and he's not going to deal with that. And you know, a lot of people, and you know what? And I feel the same way. He might get to use a fucking nuke, or you know, get a fucking badass fucking bomb that's going to get caused so much shit in Iraq. That is, if they retaliate. And then after that, you know what's going to happen? It's going to inflame the whole region up in the Middle East, and God knows if it leads to the beginning of World War III. And I hate to say this, people, but God forbid that we ever should go to World War III, if we're in the early stages of World War III, God forbid that we all end up killing ourselves by fucking nuclear winter, the nuclear war. I don't want to be the one to say I told you. Right now in world history, international foreign policy for every country in the whole world is so unstable that everything is really fragile right now in terms of relations with all these countries. So fragile, it's like the beginning, and also like I said earlier, it's like the moment of like it's the calm before the storm. Like right now, it's really calm. Like we don't know what's gonna happen, and it's like at the beginnings of December 7th, 1941, and when Pearl Harbor attacked, and September 11th. So that just goes to show that we're getting really in the world of hurt right now. And I'm gonna just go off on a little tidbit I found out. Get this, people, the military people in the U.S., the Gulf War II, GW2, that they have a new kind of bomb, a new kind of rocket, get this, it's called an E-bomb. E-bomb. The Army, Navy, and these people, what they have, God bless all the armed forces, they have this E-bomb warhead. What it does, it explodes, but not necessarily in terms of fire and destruction. It explodes to emit a high energy pulse that will fuse any electrical equipment into failure. For example, it's gonna hopefully it should be able. They haven't done it yet. They haven't used the E-bomb yet, but apparently we'll be using it in Gulf War II, and it's gonna be able to. Let's see. It's gonna make all the computers in Iraq freeze. It's gonna make all the phones go silent. And it's going to make all the lights go out, and hopefully, according to plan, if the E-bombs do work, Saddam Hussein and his goons will be left in the darkness, wondering what to do because they won't have no contact with their army bases up in North and South Iraq. That's what is the supposed plan. Worst case scenario, the E-bombs don't work, and Saddam Hussein is driven out into the streets. And when I say that Saddam Hussein, him and his army are driven out into the streets of Baghdad, and it's going to be a guerrilla type war where the U.S. soldiers are doing real hand-to-hand combat that they did in World War II and World War I and all countless wars. And that's going to be pretty tough because, like I said, these people have nothing left to lose. But we're going to be the first 48 hours of the first invasion of Iraq, when it does come, hopefully I guess in March I guess, it's going to already been using 3,000 precision guided bombs and missiles to destroy Iraqi air defenses and WMD sites and leadership targets. Saddam's palaces and known brothels and whatever bullshit execution houses that he has. Excuse me. And when I say WMD sites, that means weapons of mass destruction. Okay, and while all this is going on, we're under a threat of nuclear war. We have to fucking deal with fucking Kim. Fucking Kim motherfucking Kim from North Korea. Can you believe that shit? Fucking North Korea. North Korea right now, they have reactivated a nuclear facility because North Korea is turning on and reactivating the nuclear systems and reactors again in facilities because they know that the U.S. attention is towards Iraq right now. So what North Korea is hoping to do is put more pressure on Washington and basically saying, we're the top dogs on this side of the world, so don't tell us what to do. You get go concentrate on the U.S. And the U.S. is saying that we want to go through diplomatic channels through to get to Kim and his advisors in North Korea, but we'll see how that comes along. So it's a bunch of fucking shit. Bunch of fucking shit. Okay, back to the U.S. and Washington. Pig to be killed after a genetic engineering study may have entered the nation's food supply. Health officials said no risk is to the American public. There is no risk. And the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration, said there is no risk. He says, the Deputy Commissioner for the FDA says, Lester Crawford, says that we do not believe that there is a public health risk. Okay, keyword believe. We do not believe. As far as I'm concerned, all the bacon I've been eating every morning might as well make me to fucking Toxic Avenger. For all I know, I could start fucking freaking out with like maggots and shit like that. All because we're eating fucked up pigs that were genetically engineered in a study. Doesn't say where, but apparently the pigs that have been tampered with, we're eating them, people. We're eating them. So if you ever get a case of the fucking, if you ever see like an extra arm coming out of your head, like brain damage, or you ever see like if you start growing an extra toe, or if you have a third eye in the back of your head, give it all to the pigs, to the bacon and the wiener that we all eat. And maybe the vegetarians are onto the good thing. I don't know. Okay, here's a sick shit story I heard and I read the other day. In Michigan, a man castrates another man on his kitchen table. The man that was getting castrated said that he told police he was getting castrated because he felt that he had STDs. The man who did the castration might serve 6 months in jail for that. So that's really good. Some guy tells his friend, hey dude, I have an STD. I want to get on your kitchen table and you cut my dick off. Yeah, these fucking, remind me not to go to Michigan. Okay, we're going to go all the way to Europe and Romania. They are going to open a Dracula theme park near the burial site of Vlad the Impaler. I would like to go to that theme park. I have a thing for vampires. I collect vampire literature, and I've always been into vampire movies. So I will probably one day go visit the Dracula theme park. But I think that's a cool idea. It makes Disneyland look like fucking a kids park. What am I saying? It's like a kids park. Alright. It's been 2.5 weeks since the Columbia Space Shuttle went down, and it's hard to believe that during these times of crisis we still have to worry about our heroes up in space trying to do what they're doing. So hats off to the Columbia Space Shuttle. Okay, to the motherfucker who left a pipe bomb in the Northside neighborhood in the first week of February. They left a pipe bomb in front of a vacant house, but fortunately the TPD were able to detonate the pipe bomb. For the fuckers who leave pipe bombs laying around like that, You guys, I guess you guys have been watching Fight Club too long. Columbine, Trenchcoat, Wannabe Mafia. Give it up, fuck. I get too bad that the pipe bomb didn't go in front of your fucking face. Instead of leaving another pipe bomb in some other vacant house, you fucking piece of shit, leave it in front of your face. Please do that as a favor. As a favor. Okay, I saw the Daytona 500 yesterday. I'm a big NASCAR fan. Michael Waltrip won the Daytona 500. Okay, and Ronald Reagan, we all know who he is. He's that fucking fuck of a president who was president from 1980 to 1988. But it's his birthday. Fuck the Gipper, I say. Fuck the Gipper. B-movie motherfucker. I hate that guy, Ronald Reagan. Okay. Quote of the week. I had one quote of the week. This is from a North Carolina representative, Susan Merrick, referring to certain people. She said, quote of the week. This is her quote. She's talking about Arab American. Look at who runs all the convenience stores across the country, she said. What the fuck is that about? I'm not concerned who the fuck is running the fucking convenience stores across the country. I'm more concerned on the real issues, you fucking dumb fucking North Carolina representative. Okay, then I found out a couple days ago in Chandler. Not Bing. But a man at a town hall meeting flipped the bird to some of the people holding a town meeting, and he's gonna maybe serve 6 months to jail for flipping a bird at fucking politicians. When is that a fucking crime? When is that a crime when you flip off the politician? The politicians are shoving their noses up the taxpayer's ass and saying, ha, we're getting richer and the poor get poorer. And they're the one sending the poor man to jail and fining him $250. So, that's wrong. Wrong. Alrighty. In California, half brothers killed their mother after watching a Sopranos episode. And then after watching the Sopranos episode, they figure, okay, we're going to kill our mom. They killed their mother, then chopped her head off, chopped her left arm, chopped her right arm, chopped her left leg, chopped her right leg, and put it in a duffel bag. And then they got caught trying to put the pieces of her body, of their mother's body, into a construction dump. Fucking idiots. Haven't they seen Fargo? Come on, the wood chipper. Alright. Okay, the FBI and the the Bureau of Alcohol and Tobacco Firearms knew that the Oklahoma City bombing was going to happen almost 8 years before the fact. They also knew, the FBI knew that on April 19th, 1995, a bomb was set to blow up at a building in Oklahoma City. And these guys are the same fucks who knew about the Twin Towers were about to fall. Fucking idiots. They're all fucking idiots. FBI. All you people who see Silence of the Lambs and see the FBI movie, the FBI is not like that. They're a bunch of fucking bureaucratic pencil pushers. Alright. We all know Steven Seagal. He plays a lot of tough guys in the movie. Well, he's going to play a tough guy in real life because apparently he's in court testifying against some mobsters. Alright. And then there's a mysterious illness hitting China right now. And it's causing some sort of mystery illness. 5 people have died. Okay. And then in Houston, Texas, we all remembered when a woman ran her husband over with her Mercedes because the husband was fooling around with the former receptionist. She was found guilty of murder, and she got 20 years in prison for that. She said it was a crime of passion. I don't know if it was a crime of passion. All I gotta say is that the fucking crazy ass fucking woman drove over her husband. Not once, not twice, but several times. And on top of that, the couple's teenage daughter was in the car. So she got to witness the mother, her mom, kill her dad by running him over. So, that's crazy. Okay, remember the Preppy murder case back in the 80s? Well, homeboy's out. Robert G. Chamber, he was sentenced to 15 years back in 1986 for the Preppy murder case, that where he supposedly had rough sex in the park with some girl after doing drugs. Okay. Alrighty. The war in Colombia has now gone on to the city. A bomb was blown up in Colombia in a neighborhood that killed 15 people, including 8 policemen. Apparently, someone called the police and said, "Hey, I think these rebels are inside this building. Go get them." And these 8 police officers ran into the alleged place where the rebels were hiding out, and apparently there was no rebel, and the house blew up, killing all the policemen and killing more people around the neighborhood. Let's see. Dolly, the clone sheep, has died. And we all remember that Dolly. She was the first cloned animal ever. They put her to death. They put her to sleep. Put her to death. What am I saying? They put her to sleep a couple days ago because apparently she had like some sort of lung infection. But they're gonna do an autopsy to find out if anything if her death has to do, or really her infection has to do anything with the cloning process that made her into her being. So we'll see. So what I want to know, okay, they cloned that religious space alien cult cloned a baby named Eve, supposedly. We don't know. There's no picture, but let's say they did. They cloned the baby. Okay, so Dolly got a lung infection, and it's 50-50. She got a lung infection due to the fact that the cloning process was fucked up. What if the cloning process is fucked up and all these clone babies, like 40 years from now, when we got like hundreds of thousands of clones and we don't know who the fuck they are because they won't tell us, but in reality these clones know who they are. Who are to say in 40 years from now that somehow down the way mutation gave away to like they can went crazy and they can start killing everybody. And that's what I want to know. Because if that's the case, then I guess we won't be around to see it and witness it. Okay, I gotta go, people. I gotta go. Okay, we're gonna go over 2 more things. Okay. In London, the man he built himself a guillotine. That's one of those head chopping devices. He built one in his bedroom, like from Braveheart. Remember Braveheart? Homeboy dies. Mel Gibson dies at the end of Braveheart, and he gets his head chopped off. Doesn't he get his head chopped off? I don't remember, but you know, back in the Middle Ages, in the Dark Ages, they had the head chopping, like put his head on the block. Well, apparently this guy built his own and then used it on himself in his bedroom. Okay, and then Kelly Osbourne, we all know that little pudgy girl from the Osbourne. She canceled a rock show in London because she said that they received terrorist threats. Like, Kelly Osbourne is really helping international relations right now. You fucking, why don't you go bother your dad? Bother him. Anyway, I love Ozzy. Okay, and the last thing is fucking Dell dude. You all know who he is. Dell, you're getting a Dell. That guy, he got busted with marijuana. He got busted with the ganja, that dude. And it's like, dude, you're getting busted. Dude, you're getting booked. Dude, you're getting arrested. Dude, you're getting a cell. Not a Dell, a fucking cell, 8 by 10 piece of shit cell. In New York of all places. You know what, he bought it like a nickel bag, dude. In the middle of fucking New York. I mean, Gotham City, I mean, you don't know, you don't buy drugs in Gotham City on the street corner. You do in alleyways. Haven't you seen the movie Seven? But anyway, he got busted of buying a little pouch of dope. And then on top of that, he proceeded to roll a joint, I guess, and smoke it. He smoked the marijuana in the corner in New York, and he got busted. So you fucking idiot, dude. You think that you're a fucking spokesperson for a computer company, and you must be surrounded by hundreds of computers of Dell. You be thinking that now, sitting in your cell, you're probably thinking, what the hell? Fucking Dell, dude. Okay, I'm out of here, people. Fuck.